Hey guys, JP Killa. So I had about 10 or so minutes into this colony. That is not recorded because, well, it's recorded, but it ends with me very abruptly ending the episode. We're a couple steps ahead. I don't remember exactly what we accomplished. Nothing significant happened. I did notice that my electric stove was not connected to the grid. When there was the fire in here, when those electrical fires happen, it's because a conduit explodes, and the stove was connected to that conduit, and the stove was not connected to power. For some reason, the cooler reconnected itself. I don't really know why that happened, but the stove did not, so we weren't making meals, so people were just eating raw rice, which is disgusting if you've ever tried it. So JP was not cooking, but now he's cooking, and now he has cooked. So let's see, anything interesting going on here? Mustache is training Andre. We have our high-tech research bench up. We've been researching machining. Retro's going to town making stone blocks. Moogie's going to town making a large sculpture. And we're probably getting to the point now where we have enough blocks where we want to start considering getting up our defensive wall and start building a shed for all of our non-food related storage items. So I think we'll start actually just going ahead with the wall. We'll make it simple for now. And I'll actually have JP come over here now as opposed to later to start laying the groundwork for it. So Retro isn't the one stuck cutting plants, because he will take forever to do that. So we'll get a wall up just along the south and the back, you know, the two of the four cardinal directions. So we'll just get those set up for now. That will prevent any enemies from coming down below us, forcing them to kind of come in from up here, or still the option to attack up here. But we'll close this off eventually, before too long. But I do want to have this come out a little bit so I can take some of this space for future expansion. I don't think there's any really good farmland around here besides this little patch right here, that little tidbit right there, and then so I probably will set up some more farmland, but I won't be counting on it as much as I would be counting on the stuff down here. Visitors, when did these guys show up? I have a few items to trade. We still don't have silver, but maybe we can sell them some of our meals to start bringing that silver in. So Retro is our socialite, so we'll have him go over there and trade. Actually, I'll have him wait just a little bit so that the items that they drop in trade are not just in the middle of the bog. Alright, so we can sell off some of these spoils of war. That's always good. They don't actually have a lot of silver, but that's okay. Oh, we do have a little bit ourselves. Let's see. We could sell 3 of our meals to take all of their silver. We can replenish those simple meals, absolutely no problem. Medicine's always good to buy, but I think we can get away without it for now, so we'll just go ahead. Juvenile. I wonder, how long does it take for a chinchilla to reach maturity? Bum, does this tell me? Doesn't look like it. That's okay. So we've already got a corner of the wall going up. That's good. Warm clothes. Well, let's get an order. So I noticed that we had a bunch of cloth. It looked like they were willing to buy it. But instead, I'm going to use the cloth to make 6 toques. It's going to get cold outside, so hopefully Retro will get on that. Especially considering that it is a higher priority than crafting. But he's going to go to bed now, so we'll see if he decides to do that in the morning. Good. Mustache, you want to haul this for me, please? Before it gets in much worse condition. I kind of let that. I made the mistake of not stripping the person who was wearing this armor vest before shooting them to death, and I wound up just like wrecking the armor. So it's basically not even worth pulling in anymore. I'm just gonna let it degrade and rot in the sun. So yeah, this is the nighttime where Mustache just kind of sits here and researches. And that's cool, you know, but we gotta figure out what we're gonna do next. I think we're gonna go for brewing, because that will let us convert some farmland into crops, or convert some farmland into crops. That's I've just given a very apt description of what farming is. Congratulations, me. Turn our crops into cash. Beer has a pretty good selling price. So we just got to set up a good temperature control place where we can ferment our brew and make some cash money. So we have more traders coming in, and that's cool. Retro, what you at? What you doing right now? Retro, retro, retro. You are meditating. As one might guess, that is a meditative joy. Ha ha ha. Oh, jeez. Huh. Yeah, I should get a chess table up, and I think I have enough cloth in here that I'm okay with making a couple armchairs for that to buff up some comfort levels. I'm also gonna have Retro talk to these guys while I figure out what's up with this raid. I just kind of assumed they were down here. Excuse me. So they have a pistol, they have a sniper rifle, and they have a wooden club. Now, sniper rifles, in my experience, are not as good as they seem like they would be. But this lady has a Devil Strand Duster, which is pretty cool. Well, at any rate, we will draft JP, Dell, and Retro. I'm going to leave Mustache out of it again, because I'm not comfortable with having the chinchillas go into attack mode. Retro, I realized just now that I was going to have you talk to these guys. May as well sell this pistol. I don't think we're really going to use it, so may as well just get the cash for it. I'm surprised that they will just buy cloth. It's kind of interesting. We can sell some more meals. I'm okay with selling meals. I think we'll have enough food to get us through winter. Corn produces a lot, and we still have what does the grow? First of fall. Maybe I shouldn't have sold all of our meals. That's okay. So I'm going to draft Retro. I'm going to have him hang out behind our building, and then so it looks like their melee person is slow. So I'm actually just going to have Retro hide. Without a melee person rushing us down, I'm not too worried about having melee to fight off the gunman. But I might have to have him chase down the sniper rifle, because he's probably going to try to outrange us. They're destroying a ship chunk. Alright. I don't know if their attacking the ship chunk is going to like destroy it without dropping. What? The little baby chinchilla just got shot to death. See, and I didn't even have him attack. Where are our other two chinchillas? The little baby. It's unfortunate to lose, even though we did just get another one right there. But I really need to make sure that we don't lose our actual breeding pair right now. So to that end, I'm actually going to draft Mustache and have him sit in his room, and that should draw the two chinchillas towards him. JP just got shot. He's been shot a couple times. Alright, we're going to have Retro run out. Whoop. Looks like we do have some range on him. So I'm going to have Retro come around here and melee attack the sniper, just because that's the most dangerous gun out there. So Retro's going to take a little bit of damage in this exchange, but that's okay. So we can capture this one. It's a good shot. Psychopath Bloodlust reminds me of someone I know. Incapable, intellectual, caring, social, or crafting, but a great grower and capable of dumb labor. So we are definitely going to capture this person, unless they have just cut off their right hand. Good job, Retro. We can replace that later. So here's what we're going to do. Actually, I don't know what we're gonna do. We will turn this into a prison. Dell, you're gonna prioritize this. JP and Retro. Fortunately, they are already together, so maybe I can just have them both rest in the same bed. Rest until healed. Health. No permanent injuries, no major injuries. It is a shame that Retro, you cut this person's arm off. But, yeah, what are you gonna do? Retro, please go to bed. Rest until healed. JP's resting. Are you gonna flee? Just be... Oh, hey. Oh, the visitors were taking some pot shots. Cool. Who are these guys from? Hugs Crag. Hugs is Crag. Whatever. Alright, so I saw, yeah, she was taking a while because she has bad back. Good shot. Jealous. Could be a hauler, but really no other skills to speak of, so I think we're just gonna have Mustache. Actually, no, we're just gonna have Mustache go back to bed. And we can let them bleed out for all I care. If JP gets better soon, then I'll have her. I wonder how many times I've been saying him. We'll have her just go fuck him up for some free shots and some free mood bonus. So we'll have Moogie capture Izzle my shizzle. And hopefully we do get her. That would free up JP's growing. He's already really good at growing. Well, if we have 2 growers, it gives us the ability to really expand out how much growing we do. So we'll consider that. Probably wished you weren't using medicine on non-bleeding injuries, but that's okay. So let's see. Yeah, hopefully we get this guy soon. What was he good for? Maybe we'll just let this guy go, or maybe we'll harvest some organs out of him for a little bit of a mood penalty. Like, it's hard to say. I'll ponder this some more. While I set, 99%. Falcon Men. Devil Strand button-down shirt. Devil Strand's a really good material for clothing. It has a very high resistance to sharp, which is always nice. You can get, I mean, there's a 10% on a shirt, whereas, you know, this armor already vanished. JP, you are fully healed, so why don't you come over here and get a nice mood buff by killing this person. Beautiful. You did your job well. I am a merciless son of a bitch, and we may as well deconstruct these before another set of raiders comes and destroys it. I forgot to set the training commands on the baby chinchilla, but that's okay. So where have they been going for food? Are they still just eating grass off the ground? Are they getting into the hay? I don't know. Okay, so let's see. Dell's working on the furniture and the chess table. That's good. I do want a third type of joy, but hopefully the next thing Dell does is he should. Like I said, mentioned earlier, there is like the sub-priority, so like if you have hauling, you always haul the dead bodies before you haul anything else. Same thing with construction. They always prioritize construction, or deconstruction, then they prioritize construction, then they prioritize like placing roofs, and then they prioritize smoothing floors, and I don't know. They don't make it very visible as to what the priority is, but played for a little over, a bit over 100 hours now, so I've gotten kind of adjusted to where all the goofy things are, all the minute details. So hopefully, I didn't screw us over by selling all of our meals. Should be fine. That was the shortest walk I have ever seen. Why were you doing that? That's bizarre. Alright, well, whatever. Okay, well, honestly I'm at kind of a loss for where we want to go. I've got our the walls making progress. So I think I might, the next thing I do is I might start building this up here, but I do want to have this come out a little further as well, just so that there's more space to deal with, or for more space for us to shoot at enemies before they get to us. We'll figure that out. I just want to get this this back finished before I start thinking about that too much. And I do need Yoshiko to start prioritizing hauling, or cleaning over hauling. Starting to get real dirty here, so it'd be nice if we could get that cleaned up. Why is there such a... is it like significantly more dirty indoors, or is it just when dirt is indoors it has a bigger beauty penalty? These numbers here that you see with this tool that I click over here shows the beauty. The circle is kind of like the observable area from the point that your cursor's at, and then it shows like all the modifications. All these -4s are dirt, that's just on the ground, -14 for blood. Then it's -15 for dirt indoors, or maybe it's got to be under a roof, because this isn't counted as a room. I don't know. Whatever, not gonna worry about it too much. Should get a yeah, we should get a light in here. We'll set it up. I guess here, because normally I have my floor plan for the workshop usually has a door here, but there's nowhere to go, so I just won't build a door there. And instead we can drop a light. Alright, good. Yoshiko's going to town with the broom. The chairs came out normal, which is actually a lot better than I would have expected, but I guess 10 construction, so yeah, so you can see some positives too. The chairs are still negative? That's bizarre, but there's a positive 22 on the chessboard, so that's nice too. There's some negatives on the sandbags, but what are you gonna do? I might try to do something to move them out further, but it's really not that big of a deal. Like, especially with how low it is, you could easily offset 3 sandbags with just making this stone tile. Stone tile or carpet gives like a 2, has a beauty of 2 per tile. So it's alright. It's alright. It's a nice free buff if you've got the time to lay all the tiles down. So let's see, I am harvesting more cotton. That's great. Have you been making these toques? Retro, okay, perfect. He's been making toques, people have been wearing them. Toques are a nice, I really hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. And it's actually not giving as much of a temperature benefit as I thought it would. So we'll probably also make some jackets for everybody. I want to, so you can, things you can make, dusters are basically, well, let's go down the list. Cowboy hats, they're mental break days, Dell bodyguard. It's fine. What's wrong with this guy? Why is he constantly mentally breaking? I'll talk about the details of clothing later, but I will throw in an order for jackets now, because they have to happen. The toques are not going to be enough. Alright, well, Dell's gonna wander around, he's gonna strip all his clothes off, and he's gonna be useless for about a day until he passes out. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna check too if you can change the names of bonded animals, but it doesn't look like you can. Oh, this is gonna be awful. After a little while in this colony, this is gonna fill up with a bunch of dead chinchillas. Mark my words. Yep, there go his pants. Oh, wow. Can you put your pants on first? Thank you. Did you drop any other clothing? Or are you, still good? Still good. So, we'll get those jackets done. Everyone will be hopefully warm for winter. Yeah, this is kind of like the doldrum of any colony. When you get to, you're pretty much set, but you don't really have a really rockin' set of resources that you can pull from. You don't have a fantastic crafter or constructor where you can start really ramping up the good stuff that you're producing. But, and especially with how short this growing season is, I had forgotten that it was so short here. So we probably actually are going to have some food problems, if I had to guess. So, we should definitely get a shed up now that I'm thinking on it. We should get the shed up before we finish this wall. So we can have more space available for storing our food, which I will be producing pretty much from hunting. Now that I have a survival rifle and a pistol, I feel a little better about going after these muffalos. Excuse me. The muffalo will be a great source of leather and meat, so I'm going to make this kind of a high priority. But I do need to get the shed up first, because the meat is going to take up a ton of space. So I want to get all this wood and blocks and steel out of here. So, alright, JP, Retro. So JP will be cutting all this down. Retro should be making jackets. Mustache needs to be handling the animals and researching, of course, right. He is our clutch researcher. Moogie's just making sculptures. Maybe I should throw her on crafting for a while, just so we can get some more stone blocks going and keep her crafting, get her crafting skill up a little bit better, because throw that down. Sculptures are nice to have, but they're not really necessary. Why? Oh, shit. I've made a grievous error. These are particularly hard to access now. Alright, so let's make a real stockpile zone. We'll go into my my typical min-maxing on stockpile zone shenanigans. So we'll set up a stockpile. So, thing to clarify, stockpile zone and dumping stockpile zone, they're actually the same thing. They just have different starting defaults. So this will only store stone chunks for now, and then we're just going to delete this. And then we call you stone yard, because you hold stone. So hopefully, if a hauler gets bored, they can come around and start hauling this stuff around. Otherwise, Moogie's going to be drawing from the stone all around here. Did I set a radius limit on this? I did not, which is probably fine for now. Actually, if I did set a radius limit, it would encompass this, and then she'd be walking all the way around this building and grab these. That'd be fun. Could also mitigate it by deconstructing some of this wall here. There's many things I could do about it, but I'm honestly really not that worried about it. Much more worried about getting our shed up so we can free up space in our freezer, so then we can go hunting. So the shed is going to be way bigger than it needs to be to start with, but hopefully we will have this uncomfortably full before too long. And actually, I'm going to clear the cut order on all the plants in the middle, so hopefully JP will actually get around to cutting the stuff on the wall, and then I'll cut the plants in the middle. We can expand like the wood wall or the wood floor up here. We'll get it in there, and everything's gonna be great. I will also need to expand our living quarters, especially if I have any intention of recruiting both of these people. JP and Yoshiko are fighting. Fuck. Sometimes people just get pissed off at each other for no real reason, and then they injure each other for a while, and then they're out of commission, but it's fine. I'm going to not let them get care, because they just have bruises, so they'll be, or you know what, I'll let, it's at least medical experience. So there's not really a huge concern, a health concern about getting some bruises. As far as I know, I don't think there's any chance that they like scar up or anything, so it should be okay. I'm going to move all of our animal sleeping spots indoors, and by all I mean I'm going to copy a whole bunch of them in there, just so I don't have to worry about it for a while. Then the chinchillas will hopefully hang out in here, and I'll have a better opportunity to see if they actually eat hay. Oh, we really should have stripped this person. And we can haul these in. They've got silver. I totally forgot about all of our spoils of war. 9 oh, that was from deconstructing the thing. So a sniper rifle might actually sell pretty well. Consuming simple meal. I should get a... I think it's about time that I've addressed this issue as well. We'll set up a table. I will get to that in just a minute. I have it paused, so we're not losing time. Set up a table out here, get some chairs, and then people can stop worrying about eating without tables. Now, research. We have brewing. But now I can't make use of it. I could set up, I'll get there. So I guess we go with, honestly, I have no clue. Multi-analyzer, I guess. We don't have the, resources to produce one, but, we will get there before too long. While you're out here, you want to haul... none of this is in any good condition. Haul the sniper rifle, and we should be able to at least sell that for some amount of money. Excuse me. Been eating grapes all day, and for some reason, just grapes make me burp. Very gassy. Excuse me again. So, yeah, I mean, we might have these prisoners here for a while, so I think it would behoove me to get rid of one of them. And I wasn't terribly impressed by this guy here. Another raid. Tribespeople from Greenstream. They're going to prepare for a while before they attack, and they are, yeah, this is part of the reason I was concerned. So it's a good thing I got this wall up when I did, that there would be, raid spawns from directly below us. So tribespeople, they have less, their weapons and gear are not as good as pirates' gear, but they generally attack in higher numbers, so they can be something of a threat in that regard. So, good, hunger's pregnant, we get more chinchillas, so we'll let people go about their business for a while. And then once they begin their attack, we'll just set up JP and Dell, and then set up JP Dell, and I guess we'll have Retro in on it as well. The tribespeople also do tend to have more melee units, but actually this one has none. They have little spears, but they are exclusively for throwing. So maybe we don't. Excuse me. Maybe we don't pull Retro and we just have JP and Dell. And actually, this is the time, I think, to set up a turret. They are movable, so for now I'm just going to set it up here, and then I'm going to hope and pray that Dell has enough time to work on this before they get here. We should. Oh. Are we low on steel, or is that just closer? Whatever, man. How much steel does it take? 175? That's more than I thought it would be. That's okay. So we'll have a turret to help us out. JP Marine is fully healed. It's great news. He's just about to get hurt again anyway. And I guess speaking of which, let's have him wear the armor vest. And it does count as tattered apparel, which is super depressing, but what are you gonna do? I'm also gonna have him wear the duster, because it does give a little extra armor. Alright, so, JP, post up. Dell, post up. Is that an 11% or was that 1.1%? Couldn't see. Alright, so let's see how this turns. Oh shit. The turret is not hooked up. The conduit doesn't come over far enough. I am willing to have... Oh, no, no. Why are you... Are you kidding me? Please prioritize working on the power conduit, as we hope and pray that these guys don't try to go around this way, because that would cause problems. Alright, good. Alright, so now this goes over here, and then we reconnect that to the far thing, and it should turn on. It should turn on. There we go. It missed all 3 of its first shots. That's okay. Okay. Porcupine's down. JP's been hit. No big deal. Oh, shit. Okay. Moogie. Okay. Never mind, they're fleeing, so Moogie is free to go about and do whatever crazy thing she wants to do. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, so Porcupine, we knocked her out. There's another grower. Archer. We're just gonna have so I know that I've been doing this all the time in this colony, but I really don't do this very often, of just outright killing raiders. I almost, if they actually, oh, because these are tribes people. 81 hostile. It would be nice to try to start getting the tribes people on my side, but I just don't have the space right now, and I don't want to start finagling beds. So whatever. I'm not gonna worry about this too much. We also got this guy, pessimist, trigger happy, greedy. Not a great shot at all. Much better at melee. 10 crafting. That's good. But I'm gonna continue just being an asshole and killing these people, so I don't have to worry about them. When I get more space and I'm in a more comfortable position, I will be less mean to the people who attack us, and actually just capture them, or yeah, capture them and potentially release them. Okay, well, that raid wasn't too bad. Do these guys have anything worth stripping? Generally not. They almost always just have the same stuff. Oh, we knocked you down too. What about you? More melee, cooking. Hey, 14 years old. Melee, animals. Can't kill a child. I mean, you can. Technically can. Nothing stops you, but it's kind of fucked up. Alright, fine. We'll capture this one. We'll have Retro do it. Alright, Retro capture. We'll release this one probably. Although we could use proper cook, so maybe I'll try to recruit her as well. The thing you gotta watch out for now is when you have a lot of prisoners and they're not in a good mood. They do tend to they try to escape a lot. So, alright, don't do that. Yoshiko, treat this guy. JP. I need to turn their receiving medicine back on, but I am going to wait on Yoshiko. Oh, alright, I think I've been at this for about 30 minutes, and really nothing's happened. There was the raid where nothing really happened. My turret is killing our power supply. Blocked by... Oh, shit. No, JP. Why do you do this to yourself? Why? Oh, God. Well, don't mind me. I'm tired. I should really be doing something else right now. So, I'm gonna call this here. I will probably maybe still upload this, but I'll give proper warning before I post it. Then it's really not worth watching. Well, if you did watch it though, you're a glutton for punishment, and I love you for it. See you next time.